Tonight's top story, new developments in the high-profile case of a pregnant couple. The police chief and district attorney gave new insight on the case of Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra.
Now let's get to three big takeaways tonight. First, the chief says the possible weapon used to kill the young couple was found. Police say it was located in the home of a father and son, both charged in the case. Tonight, Christopher Preciado and his dad Ramon are still jailed.
The second highlight, the possibility of a third person connected to the case. The chief says they are looking into whether or not someone else could be seen in that critical surveillance video that helped crack the case. Lastly, the DA says it is still too early to say if they will pursue the death penalty. However, he did say an additional charge could be added for the unborn baby.
And this case has gained worldwide attention, tens of thousands of people following every new development.
Dozens of Facebook groups have been created to help catch Savanah and Matthew's killer. But have these efforts helped or hindered law enforcement?
And for the answer to that question, let's bring in KENS 5 reporter Hannah Tita. And Hannah, what did you learn?
Henry and Easties, our sources for this story are a forensic psychologist and a social media expert who's also a university professor. We're told cases involving women and children tend to gain more attention, and also we're told that when people can relate to or empathize with the victim, they're more likely to get invested. What started as a search for a missing San Antonio couple
Where's she at?
quickly became a capital murder investigation of international interest. More than 24 Facebook groups and countless TikTok and YouTube videos.
We can get information immediately now, or nearly immediately, so that it makes it feel like we are much more involved in the story than we ever have been.
The Savanah Soto Live Case Updates group has climbed to more than 24,000 members.
What we have seen a growth of in recent years is communities organized around crime. And there's been a significant rise in what's called internet sleuthing.
Experts say it's a double-edged sword. Police often rely on tips from the public to solve cases, but self-assigned digital detectives can also get in the way. Here's an example of both. When police released this surveillance video of the suspects, many zeroed in on what they believed was a third person handing Ramon Preciado a cloth from inside the truck.
That's something we're still looking into. It's something that's been brought up in conversation about this.
But before the double arrest, members of this Facebook group also shared names and photos of people accusing them of killing the couple. Police later revealed they'd been ruled out as suspects.
There was a lot of misinformation out there.
And solving the case hasn't put an end to the comments. Quite the opposite, as people now dig into the suspect's background and weigh in on the victim's decisions. Here's what Savanah Soto's family previously told us.
With all these false accusations, everybody's trying to play detective and all that. That's not helping that's not helping us. Like, I've already removed myself from a lot of social media because of it.
And law enforcement will often withhold information to protect their investigation, but research from Brown University shows that when there's an information void, people will often come up with their own theories and try and fill in the gaps, and that's where we see this misinformation. Reporting live in the KENS 5 Digital Center, Hannah Tita, KENS 5.
Hannah, thank you.